Hey everyone, Emerald Rose here, and this is my reaction, review, and ramblings for One Piece Chapter 928. And the title for this chapter is Introducing Komurasaki the Oiran, or prostitute, or however they're translating it. Um, Again, apparently the new docket will be manga reviews on Fridays, but as an aside, I hope everyone's having a good holiday season here in the States, or wherever holidays are celebrated. You realize why I title my series Ramblings. I don't know how to do this stuff. I'm just going off the top of my head. Uh, so getting right into it, the cover page shows Frankie in one of those like live shows for children, but it looks like all the children are animals. Um, but he seems to be either the superhero or a villain who doesn't know his part. Um, Request: the kids are watching the hero stage show. The kids watching the hero stage show Love Frankie by Fire Yamamoto. All right, going on. Let's start. Udon Wano. No slacking off. Yesterday felt good, didn't it? All the cells are blazing over from what those or buzzing over from what those fellows did. Hush, they'll hear you. Stone Query. Okay, this is obviously the prison. Hey, Straw Hat fellow, what family are you with, huh? Shut up. Straw Hat gentleman. I must express my true and unvarnished gratitude for the heroic way that you rescued my humble and unworthy hide. Longtime prisoner, Old Man Hyo. Lucky you, Old Man Hyo, not that you've got that long to live anyway. Ha ha ha. I mean, he does look like an older man, but the fact that they gave him a title card means that he's going to be important in some way. Either he's going to be some special person or he's going to be influential to the escape. Alright. Hey, don't sweat it. I had business with him anyway. Oh. Here, have these. You can't work on an empty stomach. Food exchange tickets, but they'll find out. I will treasure these. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Funny guy, Luffy goes, and then Rizo's just right behind him. Sir Luffy, Rizo, how'd it go? Oh, so he knows that he's already there. That's not an explanation of, wow, Rizo, what are you doing here in the prison? All right, but Rizo goes, apologies for the delay. I found the key to those cups, but it is closely watched. Not only is there a guard, but it's kept in a box of sea prism stone. Have no fear. I will procure the key, but it'll take some time. Okay, now we're moving on to Caribou, but it looks like in the panel that Rizo poofed away. A little aside, I think since Rizo's epitaph is the mist, I think he's the mist fruit eater, and it's probably kind of like a Paramecia version of Smoker's power, but it allows him to make more clone based or make more illusion based effects, like how he can disappear with his ninja jutsus and then make copies of himself. So that's probably what his power really boils down to, but we won't know until they actually name it. Hey boss, spare a ticket for me too. Millet dumplings for the needy. Caribou. Um, I'm not giving you anything. Work for it. Okay, Captain Caribou Pirates, wet-haired caribou. Bounty Bounty 210 million berries. Apparently they designed these priests. Wow, I cannot speak today. God. Apparently these sea prism stones cuffs. I say that I still botch it. Apparently they designed these sea prism stone cuffs to have a mild effect, so that you can work with them on. But I can move. But I can barely move. I'll be your henchman if you give me some dumplings. I've been here a lot longer than you, so I know things. Caribou refresher. They have a refresher for people who haven't been in the story for years. A 9-digit bounty rookie who entered the New World not long ago. He attempted to take Luffy down in the past but failed. You're trying to fly the coop, huh? Yeah, come on, take me along. I'll do anything for you, pal. If you and me team up, nobody can stop us. just team up with Jaggy instead. Okay, he's talking about Kid. Um, but they really didn't mention, his history with Kaido, where he impersonated a revolutionary, but he was taken out by Drake because he was trying to seize the means of production and save people from working at a weapons factory where he pretended to be an old woman's grandson who was deceased. Like, that was his whole, cover page side story. Back to the next panel. Nah, trust me, his reputation's in tatters now. He tried to mess with Big Mom and got his arm ripped off and had to flee in disgrace from what the rumors say. Rumors? Why are you wasting your time with that crap? Okay, something slams and startles Kara. Okay, it's a pickaxe from the next panel. I never tried to go after Big Mom. All I did was wound one of her generals and take what I meant to take, kid. And I lost my arm here in a battle with the red-haired pirates before all of that. Any other questions you need cleared up? No. Okay, so that's... Okay, if I remember my One Piece history correctly, the first mention of Kid with Big Mom pirates was with Peckham's and Tamago, where they mentioned that Kid stole a treasure ship. And then during the talk with Cracker, and actually I think it was Brule talking about Cracker, is Kid was one of the pirates that tried to infiltrate Big Mom's territory but was repelled. But with that breath, they only really talked up Uruk for being able to take down Snack, Commander Snack. Okay, and let me be clear, the one who gets famous for destroying Kaido will be me. No, it will be me. Oh, Luffy and Kid in a spat, and Garaboo just in the middle of it. Alright, moving on. The Flower Capital. All make way for the passage of Oran Komurasuki. Here comes Lady Komurasaki. I say it different every time, I swear, but it's Komurasaki. It's the Oran's procession. Check out the crowds she's drawing. What kind of beauty is about to walk down the street? Okay, that's actually the Straw Hats speaking on that. Okay, then there's some people with knives. Komurasaki, huh? I'm going to kill that woman. I'm being chased out of the capital. It's all over for me. If I'm going to die, might as well take her down with me. Uh-oh, those guys look like trouble. Okay, why is Frankie concerned at all? Like, he could probably one-shot anyone, even if he's one of, like, the mid-tiers of the Straw Hats. Lady Komurasaki, Orion, Komurasaki, and they lunge, and some guy takes them out with what looks like a glaive, but it might be a two-sided weapon. Yeah, it's a two-sided weapon. Moving on to the next page. Kind of gives me a Maul impression, but I don't know if there's ever actually been a weapon in that in like real history, like a two-sided glaive. Stay away from the Oran. She's passing them. Komurasaki. I've decided that I wish to be with you. What, with an old skeleton like me, if I had no choice but to be the Shogun Orochi's slave, then I would rather sell my freedom to you instead. But the price of ransom is so outrageous that I know this dream shall never come to pass. And if the Shogun should ever hear of this conversation, she's crying, no, my lady, have strength if you wish it, then I, Bihong, shall make it come true. You will, and I am ever so happy, even if you're only saying so. But sir, I've never seen such riches, and it looks like they're metal tablets, like traditional feudal Japan counting of money. This is down payment to buy you from the pleasure hall. Okay, she's actually a slave within the prostitution market, or within the house of courtesans. It's not enough yet, but I want you to have it. And then I shall mark it on the ledger for you. No, don't bother. What fool of a man would mistrust the woman he loves? This is a fair trade, my gold for your word. Flowers falling down. Okay, this looks like how it's marking the transition of time. Here, take it. This money is yours. Why? Look how much there is. I have a bad feeling about this. I've sold everything I own, Komurasaki. Well, I'm so lucky. I sold off my family. Please take care. Medicine, a waste of money. It means nothing to me because I can fulfill my goal. I'll be the happiest man in the entire world. I must admit that I pass the nights by dreaming of my future life with you, oh Komurasaki. I've got it at last. Sure, I had to sell the house, but now we can finally be free together. It's my last 500 gold coins. Now finally I can buy your freedom, Komurasaki. I'm sorry, the Oran is sick today. She asked me to take any items that might be brought for her. Oh, that's dreadful. Give this to her. Make sure she gets her rest. I will return again. Komurasaki, I've come to get you. You're free from the pleasure district at last. Come and live with me, my lady. And they're laughing at him. I'd laugh at him too if it wasn't so tragic. God. Ha 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 ha. I can't believe he really did it. Can you believe this love-struck old fool? There. Now, that's enough laughing. Go and fetch her. It's time for Komurasaki to come and live with me. Are you crazy? We'll need to see a bit more than that. You've got the money to buy out her contract? Of course I do. Komurasaki's got it. I left it with her. Oh, it's Bihong. Komurasaki, you must explain it to them. They don't know about us. You said that money was all for me, didn't you? I've already spent it, but thank you. Big MGTOW push from One Piece right now. God. Ugh. Haha, I can't believe this geezer thought Komurasaki was in love with him. Oh, it's the Yakuza boss. Who's the bag of bones? Komurasaki. Boss Yoshiro. So you're the old man who's been hanging around Komurasaki these days, huh? Hanging around, no. Tell me, this is a joke, Komurasaki. The sacrifices I made, I gave up everything. I have nothing left. I lost everything, all for you. How many of these fellas has it been now? I can't have you crying out front. It's bad for business, if that's all for now. Then get lost, you love-addled fart. Stop. I'm leaving. Komurasaki. And finally we get the full view of her face. And yes, Oda has a type. All the people who are quote-unquote the most beautiful people on earth are big-eyed, normally darker-haired, with pouty lips. And what the hell is she actually standing on? Those are really, really high platforms. Eek. I'll make way for the passage of Oran Komurasaki, greatest courtesan of Wano. Komurasaki, the Oran. Look over here, Oran. Sanji, Frankie, and Usopp are going. Eek. What up, babe? Whoa. Look, talk about glitz. She's gorgeous. My eyes, I'm blind. Toko is laughing. And she's, I guess the point of those shoes is that she's walking perfectly, that she's able to not trip up on such high elevation with such small foot space. Komurasaki, I sold my house, my family, my everything. Give back all the money I gave you, you thief. Return what you gave to me, a request from only the lowliest of the low. To me, a man is nothing more than a dog that fetches me riches. If you have none, then you are nothing to me. Again, wow! Oda red pilling all his readers, God, with this huge, prenup, big push for prenups from One Piece, and that I can at least approve of. I have only scorn for the poor man. And they're all crying and weeping. There's no escape for you now. Okay, a guy with that kind of sword-breaking weapon. There's no place in the flower capitals for those who cannot booyah the economy. In the name of Shogun Orochi, you're banished from the city. No, please. Life outside the capital, it's inhumane. Damn you to hell, Komurasaki. So, it's actually a really weird policy to support a city. Like, I guess not being able to afford living and them getting rid of vagabonds, like that kind of makes sense. But the idea of having to have such a high standard of living to live in the capital, that would actually be pretty hard because, in theory, people need to have the lower class work and support all the service and non higher echelon positions and jobs, so that would be burdensome on them. But enough on the pure capitalist answer to why the poor need to exist. Open the gates. Lady Komurasaki has arrived. Okay, transition. Amigasi village curry. So you got a little sister, Momo? That is a rude form of address, Tama. Who do you think I am? Momo. Okay, so she doesn't know who Momonosuke is. Forget it. Yes, I have a sister. If alive, she would be 26-year-old now. Okay, so Komurasaki is Momo's sister. That's how these kind of chapter structures work, but I'll keep reading. While some did witness my mother's death, no one has yet been able to tell me that Hiyori is dead. So I happen to have faith that she is still alive somewhere. I hope you get to meet her. I will not. If Hiyori's identity is known, Orochi will set his sights on her. I cannot go to find her until the battle is won. Next chapter hits January 6th. So yeah, that's how this is. That's how the identity is. And even looking at the full spread with the 2 pages, it does look like, because Komurasaki's in the top corner and then Momo's in the bottom corner, so that seems to be where they're playing it at, that Komurasaki is Hiyori. And that would go some way to redeem her if the reason why she's a gold digging whore. Literally, she is a prostitute, so she is a gold digging whore. The reason why she does that is to punish the nobility and the, I guess, kind of the higher classes of Wano. She's doing it to punish the men there and siphon off the resources as her own form of rebellion. That, or she's been completely raised as that kind of person. Though Momo said that she'd be 26 if she is Hiyori. So 6 is a bit too old to start the pure indoctrination. So it makes less sense if she would be completely what was the Yakuza's boss name? Kiyoshiro? Yeah, Kiyoshiro. It would make less sense if she was completely his tool, even though he's kind of playing himself up as a big character in this. Though he's not playing up as a purely positive force or even an allied force, because the first time we know about his position is when he sent men to harass Sanji. So that's a mark against him. But he definitely seems to be opposed to Orochi. So there's things to go with that. And other things to talk about. Prison escape. Prison escape seems to be just whenever they decide to go. Because they're waiting on Raizo to get the cuff keys. And we haven't seen if King is the head of this prison area or how they're going to escape. But they will escape, and that seems to be how it's playing out. Still wonder where Killer is in all this, because Kid's in prison, obviously, but did Killer take Kaido's treaty or Kaido's flag on top of his? I'd love to see if that's actually internal conflict between Kid and Killer. But they'll all escape together, and either they'll fight King or run from King or be one hit by King. I think they would rather fight King. I think it would probably go the same way as Sweet Commanders with Luffy versus Cracker. Like it's this big fight that breaks into an interim because Luffy fights Cracker, but then he goes into this fight with Sanji and gets reposted. But then they get the plot of the whole what Roger calls it, the Red Velvet Wedding, because he reads Song of Ice and Fire, or knows at least the Game of Thrones version of it. But yeah, they learn about the plot of Red Wedding, so then the story changes on that beat, but they had at least one big fight before that. Then it transitions into the wedding, then another break in it where Whole Cake Chateau breaks down. Then the next fight is with holy fuck, am I actually forgetting his name? I am forgetting his name. Long stream called him Dogtooth. Kataguri, that's what it was. God, wow. I swear to God, I read One Piece, so I didn't just do this to try to milk in the manga review cash. Manga review cash for someone who only has less than 10 subscribers. That's funny. Alright, I've said my piece on this chapter. It's pretty good, but a lot of focus on Kimura Saki, so she's has to be something relevant to the plot. Otherwise, it's too much focus. So time will tell how this chapter ages. Anyway, this is Emerald Rose. Have a good time.